What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Arrows here, and we are talking, chatting, and conversing on set 12 in the Disney Lorcana trading card game, Wilds Unknown. We have put up the Amber and Ruby set reviews for this set, letting you guys know what I think about those colors in this game, which I'm really excited for. But now we're talking about Sapphire, and I think Sapphire got some really neat stuff. But I also think Sapphire maybe didn't get out of everything. I think Sapphire got like the least, and I could be wrong. You know, we could see, you know, in the tournaments that it changes. But I think out of everything, I think out of the three colors we've reviewed so far, Amber, Ruby, and now Sapphire, I think Sapphire is the least appealing color to me, but I could be wrong. All right, but let's talk about the Sapphire. So Sapphire has 30 cards in this set, which isn't terrible, and a lot of them are like new themes. Not new themes, sorry. New. I guess technically the Rescue Rangers is a new theme because it does something different than what the cards originally did. So let's talk about the set. Starting off, we have Fauna, the good-natured fairy. She is our new Basil. I believe Basil rotates out this format. So she has a 2/1, 1 cost with support. Really good card. She's really good for taking out some early threats. You quest with her, give something her 2 power, and then take something out. You give this to like a Captain Hook. That Hook has Challenger 2. You're now sitting at a 5, which is really good. And we have Minnie Mouse, Practical Traveler. Now, every color combination, every color has these travelers where they do something if they quest and you've played another card. So this one is a 1 cost, 1/1, quest for 1 with the ability Discerning Eye. Whenever this character quests, if you played another character this turn, gain 1 lore. This is pretty good. It's a 1/1, so the chance of it staying on the field for very long is very slim. But hey, even if you play it on turn 1, play a character on turn 2, quest with this, that's 2 lore right off the bat, which is pretty solid. I like this card a lot. Next, we have a 1/3, 1 cost Robin Hood. Get your Steel Robin Hoods out because this guy is playable there. He's a 1/3 quest for 1, but he's a 1 cost Inkable, which means we have a good shift target Robin Hood for the champion of Sherwood Forest, which is really awesome. Next, we have our first Zipper. He's a 1 cost 0/4. Just a really solid defensive card. Quest for 1. Then we have a Gadget, Hack and Wrench. 2 cost 0/4, quest for 1. Has the ability Useful Bits. When this character leaves play, you may return an item card from your discard to your hand. There are some pretty decent items out there, and I think this set releases a couple of good ones as well. And then we have a new Kita, Guardian of the Path. I love the art on this card. 2 cost, 2/3, quest for 1. And then Natural Defense. When you play this character, chosen opposing character gets -2 for the turn. This is a really good card. There's a song that gives everything -2, which is really, really cool. We have a new Prince Charming, 1/5, quest for 2. He's just generic. There's a lot of generics in this set I'm finding. Like a lot of like not like really good generic. Then we have Dr. Sarah Bellum, Head of Research. She's a 3 cost, 3/4. Quest for 1 with the ability Scientific Scrutiny. When you play this character with the top card of your deck, put it either on top or on the bottom of your deck. Really, I think in the 3 spot for most Sapphire builds, you're gonna have some better options here than this, but it's pretty cool. Then we have another Kita, 3 cost, 3/4. I like this picture as well. Actually, you know what? Looking back, I like the background. A lot of the backgrounds for these characters work so much better with the blue down here than I found that they worked with the red. Like I like that the Ruby cards in this like desert wasteland, they looked more like realistic, like the background did. But like in this one, like that looks way more cartoony, which I think is really cool. But anyway, back to this Kita. She's a 3 cost, 3/4, quest for 1, and she has the ability to Read the Runes. Whenever this character quests, if 2 or more cards are put in your discard this turn, you may put the top card of your deck into your inkwell face down and exerted. This works really well with a bunch of the red cards we talked about yesterday. Not yesterday. This video goes up on Wednesday. On Monday, on a lot of the videos we talked about on Monday, where a lot of the cards, when you play them, you can mill the top 2 cards of your deck. This works really well with those, letting you ramp, which gets that big 10 cost out a lot faster too. Then we have Norton Nimnal. 3 cost, 3/3, quest for 2, uninkable. And then he's got the Devitalize Array. During your turn, whenever you play an item, chosen opposing character gets -2. We got Blue Syndrome, Evil Inventor, Super Villain Inventor. He's just a 3/4/3 with Evasive or Alert. So he's not evasive, but he can attack evasives. Which honestly, in blue, is pretty good. That's a pretty solid stat line. Next, we have one of our legendaries for this set, Ursula the Dealmaker. She's a 3 cost, 2/4, quest for 1. Has the abilities Quite the Bargain, and By the Way. When you play this character, whenever she quests, another chosen character gets +1 this turn. That's really good. And then at the end of this turn, if this character is exerted, put chosen character of yours into your inkwell face down and exerted. This isn't as good, but it is a solid ramp. And blue, it's solid ramp. Blue loves ramp, and I think this is pretty cool. You can quest with the character for 2. If it's a character that's probably going to die on your next turn, you can put them in the ink. But the downside with that is it opens up Ursula, making her a bigger target to be taken out by your opponent. So I like this card. I don't think she is the best legendary in this set, but I think you could definitely, out of 3 costs, I definitely think you can do a lot with her. Next, we have Cinderella, the Resourceful Traveler. She's a 4 cost, 1/4, quest for 2. And then this and that, whenever this character quests, if you played another character this turn, you may put the top card of your deck into your inkwell face down and exerted. Fun fact, if you play this when you have the other Cinderella out, you'll get to ink extra that turn from your hand, and then when you quest with this and play, say, another, or no, sorry, you play this on turn 4, you play the other Cinderella that when you play a princess, you can ink, take a card from your hand, ink it, and draw a card. You play that, you quest with this for 2, you get to ink the top card of your deck, and you also get to ink a card from your hand and draw a card. That's a lot of ink. Also, it's got this really cool promo. Next, we have another Gadget Hack and Wrench. This one is a 4 cost, 1/5. And when you play this character, you may play an item with cost 3 or less for free. And she also has the ability Well Supplied. Your characters with support get +1. This is pretty good. I like this card. Stuff that gives +1 lore is fantastic. If you're playing this in like a princess support deck, all your princesses with support are now questing with so much more. Combo this up with like the Rapunzel, and suddenly you're questing for a lot, and you're giving characters protection from damage with support. It is fantastic. Next, we have another Zipper. This is a 4 cost, 0/6, a shift 2, which is a really strong shift. And then when it quests for 2, Buzzing Enthusiasm. Whenever this character quests, you may add his defense to another character's strength for this turn, which is pretty good. The Yellow Rescue Rangers are all about that, like having big 4 cost or more defense. So this fits in really nicely with that theme as well. Next, we have Bruno Madrigal. We don't talk about Bruno. He's a 5 cost, 4/5, quest for 1. Once during your turn, whenever you remove damage from one of your characters, you may look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put one into your hand and the other at the bottom of the deck. Whenever this character quests you, may remove all damage from chosen character. There is a theme here with the Madrigals and healing and moving damage around. I think it could be pretty good. We talked about in the Amber set review, the Isabella, who whenever you heal, you gain lore. This has really good, really good synergy with that card. I think this deck could be really, I don't know if it'll be really good to play competitively, but it could be a really fun deck to build just to play with your friends. And I think this fits in with that theme very well. I might build a deck for it, do a deck profile for it. Next, we have Flora, the Strong-Willed Fairy. She's a 5 cost, 4/5, Um, Quest for 2. When you play this character, your other characters gain resist 1 until the start of your next turn. This is a great blanket effect if you're playing like a blue steel challenge deck, which we can now because the new Robin Hood, the 1 cost, the blue one, makes it really easy to pop out your Champion of Sherwood really quickly. This gives everything resist 1, which is fantastic when you play it. It's a 5, but let's be honest, you're playing Sapphire, so you're gonna be able to do it a lot sooner. Next, we have Kashkim, the Wise King. He is a 5. I probably mispronounced his name horribly. He's a 5 cost, 4/6, quest for 2. Has the ability Quest in Strength and Memory. At the end of your turn, if 2 or more cards were put into your discard pile this turn, you may put the top card of your ink into your inkwell face down. This one doesn't say exerted, which is really cool. Actually, I don't think the Kita said exerted either, did she? Okay, so yeah, that's the one that says face down, inkwell, and exerted. This doesn't. This is a really, really good card because it lets you use that ink you put into your... No, sorry, at the end of your turn. Never mind. So it's the same as Cinderella. Never mind. I can't read. It's fine. Next, we have another Isabella Madrigal. Perfectly in control. When you play this character and whenever she quests, you may move all damage from chosen character of yours to this character. At the end of your turn, you may remove all damage from this character. This is just really, really good. This works really well with the amber one. Just a lot of really good cards going on here. Speaking of the Madrigals, coming in out of the 7 drop, we have a new Louisa Madrigal. She's a 5/7 quest for 2 with the ability Shoulder to Burden. Whenever this character quests, you may move 3 damage from chosen character to this character. This is also just really good. Like, the Madrigals seem to be all about moving damage around. They've moved away from songs in this desert wasteland, and they're all about like keeping each other healthy, which I think is really cool. And then rounding out our characters, we have a brand new Kita, the Crystal Scion. She is a Floodborn, 7/7. Quest for 2, shift on 6, or she costs 8, inkable. When you play this character, each player may put up to 5 cards from their discard into their inkwell, face down and exerted. And then for 7, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put one into your hand and the other one on the bottom of your deck. I don't know how I feel about this card. I feel like it's probably the worst legendary in this set. Obviously, there are people out there who are much more knowledgeable than me who will be able to do crazy cool things with this. But on paper, looking at it, I don't see it. Yes, this is a great way to drop multiple copies of the Leviathan in red or ruby. But outside of that, I don't see it being that strong of a card. I would be happy to be proven wrong. Don't get me wrong. But I just don't see it. The art is fantastic, though. 7/7, that quest for 2 on your turn 5 or 4 because you're playing Sapphire and you're ramping. This could be like interesting, but I just don't see the point of giving your opponent 5 ink. You know what I'm saying? Especially since that ink is not usable on your turn. This is just like friend like me. Yes, you're both getting 3 ink, but your opponent is going to get to do something with that ink, whereas you're not. So that's my thought process on that. Like, you're essentially giving your opponent free reign to do whatever they want on their next turn. Especially since you're going to be playing this on like your turn 6 if you shift it. Turn 4 maybe, depending on how your ramping goes. So on turn 4, say your opponent's not ramping, they have 4 ink, you just given them 9 ink. You've pushed them ahead 9 turns for what they can do. I just don't think this is a very good card. Moving into the actions, we have Salvage Operation. It is a 2-cost inkable action. Return an item card from your discard pile to your hand. If you have a character with 4 willpower in play, gain 1 lore. We love lore gain. This is pretty interesting. Then we have Escape Plan. It is a 5 uninkable. You can't play this action unless 2 or more cards were put into your discard this turn. Each player chooses 2 of their characters and puts them into their inkwell face down and exerted. Again, like the Kita, you aren't benefiting from playing this card. First of all, you have to do you have to put 2 cards into your discard this turn. And then each player chooses 2 of their characters and puts them into their inkwell face down and exerted. So you've given your opponent more ink. Yes, you get more ink, but you can't do anything with that ink. Whereas your opponent is going to be able to play cards with it. This is not a good card. And then we have the songs. Someone will lose his head. I'm excited for this song. I've been wanting to play like a blue hero challenge steel deck for the longest time, and this card really makes it possible. So it's a 3 cost, so a character with 3 costs can sing it, and then each opposing character gets -2 strength this turn. This is such a good card, and it's a common. Like, you could easily run this. Like, I have a Sapphire Steel challenge deck I want to post up on the channel as well, because like it's super possible with this card. And then we have, what else can I do? 5 cost a character. So a character with 5 cost or more can sing it by tapping. Below the top 2 cards of your deck, put 1 into your hand and the other into your inkwell face down and exerted. If a character sang this song, your characters gain ward until the start of your next turn. This is how far I'll go. It costs 1 more, but it's technically better because you get to give all of your characters ward. That means your opponent can't target them with Strength of a Raging Fire, Heroic Thunderbolt, or any other thing that targets characters. I kind of like this card. I think it's pretty good. I don't know if it'll see the play that how far I'll go but I definitely think there is a cause to put this in your deck. Yes, it costs 5, but you're also playing Sapphire. So you could be at this at like turn 4, turn 3. And then you can play a turn 5 character and they can sing this and you can give everything ward. I think this is a really good card. The Enchanted is amazing looking. I'm excited to play this card. I hope it sees play because I think it's such a strong card. Then we have 4 new items, which makes sense because there's a lot of item manipulation in this set for Sapphire. So we have Julietta's Arpaz. I'm pretty sure I mispronounced that. I apologize to multiple communities. 1 cost, uninkable. At the start of your turn, if you have a magical character in play, remove up to 2 damage from chosen character. Amazing. And then that did the trick. If you removed damage from a character this turn, gain 1 lore. Fantastic. Fantastic. This is a great card. If it was inkable, it'd be kind of broken. Next, we have Gadget's Goggles. It's a 2 cost inkable item with the ability Enhanced Vision. Tap 1, pay 1. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Put 1 on the top of your deck and 1 on the other on the bottom. It is what it is. We have Shepherd's Journal. Is a 2 cost uninkable item. When you play this item, you make the top card of your deck. Put it either on the top of your deck or into your discard. And then you can pay 1 and banish this item. Return another item from your discard to your hand. These items are kind of lame outside of this one. This one's really good, but the other items are kind of lame. All I'm going to say. I mean, yeah. Oh, I forgot Ranger Plane. Ranger Plane is a 3 cost item, inkable. Your characters gain support, which is awesome. And then you can use the ability Big Lift. Chosen character with 10 or more power gets 3 lore this turn. I don't think that did the Alice that gets if it gets big you get more lore. Did it get reprinted? I don't think it did. But even still, if you put this in a deck with lots of supporting characters, we got a bunch of good ones in the set, and there's always good support characters. You get something with 10 or more power, and it's getting +3 this turn. That is terrifying. +3 lore. That is terrifying. And then we have a new location, Casa Madrigal. Welcome back, McDuck Manor. It is a 4 cost to play, 1 to move something there, gains 2 lore a turn, 7 defense, has the ability Healing Home. Whenever a character requests while here, you may remove up to 2 damage from them. Then you may remove up to 2 damage from this location. This is a really good card. This is a really good card. Like McDuck Manor, be prepared. Put this with the 8 cost, you just win. You just win. With the 8 cost Amber card from set 10, 11 that banishes everything, you just win. Win. When the character requests here, you heal 2 damage from them. And then you heal 2 damage from the location. This thing is going to be so hard to take out. And it's a 4 cost. You can play this on your turn 3. Like, so good. I love this card. So yes, I do think Sapphire got some really good tools. I don't think it got to the extent of what Amber and Ruby has gotten. Toys in the Amber and Ruby are so good right now, and I think that, and even like the incredible stuff in Ruby is really freaking good. So I'm like, I feel like, yes, while there's some really good stuff in this color, I just feel like the legendaries are, like Ursula is going to see some play, but like this, outside of being able to easily play your 10 cost Leviathans, I don't see why you'd want to give your opponent 5 extra ink. Like, that's just, I don't see that. I don't understand that. So I feel like out of the 3 colors we reviewed so far, while Sapphire has some really good cards, like we have a new character with support. We have this Minnie Mouse, which I think is really good. I think the madrigals are amazing. Like, a deck that revolves around healing and gaining lore from it just seems like such a fun deck. And I'm going to build a deck to show you guys this week, which I'm really excited for. Like, this just feels like such a really strong thing right now. Because, like, and then you can play and you can give everything ward. If your opponent can't kill your field, you're just going to heal them all. It's so good. And then cast a madrigal. But I think like previous like decks have you been contemplating playing, like Steel Sapphire Hero Ally Challenge. It seems really, really good now with this, with someone will lose his head. This Kita. It just seems like there was a really lot of cool like little tools in Sapphire for this set, but overall the color as a whole feels very lackluster to me. I could be wrong, but I doubt I am. But I could be. I open the floor to people to tell me that I am wrong. But let me know what you guys think about Sapphire. Also, if you go back, they'll be in the description. You can check out the Amber set review for Wilds Unknown, the Ruby set review for Wilds Unknown. Get ready for a ton of Cardfight Vanguard content coming your way, because I'm going to Summerfest and I'm gonna play so much Vanguard leading up to the event. I have like a video coming up for you guys next week, laying out my plan for everything leading up to the event, and I think it's gonna be awesome. But anyway, guys, thank you for checking out the video. I always appreciate the love and support. Thank you once again for 100 subscribers on this channel. I appreciate you more than you could ever know. It's going to be really fun what we're going to do for the rest of the year for card games. So make sure you check it out. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, ding that notification, all that jazz. And I will see you guys in the next video. So until next time, I'm Arrows. I love card games. Go and play some card games because they're really fun. Bye.